Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dora and today I am starting another round of my 30-day makeup bag challenge. So over the next 30 days I only want to use what's in this makeup bag, what can fit in here. I've got a selection of 22 products in here including eyeshadow palettes and nail polish. It's a lot less than in round 2 and 1. This is round 3 by the way. And that's all I'm allowed to use. I am still allowing myself access to everything. I didn't do that in round 1, but yeah, we'll get into all the details of everything. But the reason why I want to do this challenge and why I find it so rewarding and satisfying is because it reduces the overwhelm for me. Second, I'm also able to make really great progress on stuff. And third, it's kind of like a humbling exercise because it reminds me that, yeah, this kind of collection of makeup is actually normal. And this kind of amount is what I would have had for most of my life in terms of makeup application as well. I mean, obviously not during childhood, but you get it. My collection has grown over the years. I've been actively trying to reduce it by participating in a number of project pans and going on a no-buy. I do that for specific categories. Once I've got them under control, I put myself on a low buy for those categories. So everything isn't terribly out of control anymore. I mean, you know, I guess that's kind of like a subjective thing, isn't it? It's gonna be really good to just have a little bit of a moment for that 1 month period where I can just focus in on that, forget the clutter, forget the noise, and make some great progress. And usually I also figure out some really amazing new things about myself, about my makeup application, but also about things that then transcend or ripple into other areas of my life as well. This is not just about makeup, and I kind of want to use this time period also to maybe introduce some new type of content to my channel. I'm a makeup panner, so that's what I do, it's where my passion is in terms of what I do on YouTube. But it's not my only interest and hobby, right? Before I show you, oh no, let me try and set that back up. I had a plan to hold it this way around because there's a couple of bottles in there that need to be upright so that I can show you the demarcations of where I am right now in the intro. I'll be showing you every single item, every single of these 22 products. Just a little rundown. I've got 6 face products, I've got 3 cheek products, 5 eye products, 5 lip products, and 3 nail polishes. And that's a total of 22 items. In comparison, last year I included 23 items, but I did not include polish. I allowed myself access to all of my polishes, and I think at that point I had sort of 45, around that number, I seem to remember. In round 1, so 2 years ago, I included 27 items, and that included 5 eyeshadow palettes and nail polishes. So round 2, 23 items, 4 of those were eyeshadow palettes. This year, I've only included 2 eyeshadow palettes. So that's a very new challenge for me as well. Can I still get joy out of my makeup collection if I've only got access to 2 eyeshadow palettes? There's one, ready-made one, and then there's a build your own palette because yeah, I wanted to really make sure that I've got everything that I need. Yeah. Okay, just to give you some more numbers and details on everything, I am currently doing 8 different project pans, and that's a lot. And it can get kind of overwhelming. A lot of them are sort of, you know, I do them in my own time. I don't necessarily collab on them. So therefore I don't have to update them on a monthly basis. And it's up to me to stretch out those updates. So that's fine. So some stuff might be paused during those 30 days. Last year, my big goal was for all of my makeup to fit into 2 drawers in my desk. And I tried this out maybe about 10 days ago. I added all of my backup stash, so to speak, all of the makeup that I wasn't using on a regular basis to my drawer, and it fits. So that's super exciting, and it's been really fun to go into that. And some interesting things there, because on the one hand, I'm loving it because this is what I want it to be. I want all of my makeup to live in my everyday makeup drawer, and I want to be able to pick and choose what I want to and see everything that I have, because if I'm buying something, and this has happened to me, I bought something in early January, for example, had a voucher at Sephora, and I forgot about it because I stashed it away, put it into a makeup bag, it went into my wardrobe that's sitting behind where you are right now. Yeah. So I like that, but then there's still too much in there. Even though it fits, it's very crammed. I'm finding myself trying out all these different things, but then really not making progress. So it's gonna take me, or it would take me even longer to finish items. But then this is where this challenge comes in. So obviously I'm now going to take everything out of the drawer. I always think that it's actually the boundaries that we set for ourselves that spark creativity, because then you have to think of new ways of using an item. Say if I run out of something in this project and I'm expecting that to happen, I've definitely put some gimme products in here, then I want to challenge myself this year to see how long can I last before I have to reach into my backup stash and replace that item. Can I, maybe if it's an eye pencil, can I use an eyeshadow instead for a little bit? I want to make that very clear. If I finish a product, I am allowed to replace it. And that's kind of the fun of it. Ordinarily, if you'd be running out of something, you would replace it. I'm still going to put myself on a no-buy though. I think that's understood. I'm not allowed to purchase anything makeup related. Skincare isn't in this project. Maybe that's what I'm going to focus on next year. That would be maybe interesting. We'll see. But yeah, it's just makeup, so I'm definitely on a no-buy for that. There's one caveat, and that is that I've got plans on day one of this challenge. I'm filming this on day -1, by the way, but I'm not allowed to wear makeup tomorrow because I've got a facial booked. Anyway, for this afternoon, in 2 days' time, I'm meeting up with another London-based panner, and we're going to do a little bit of a makeup swap. So new products may come into my collection, but again, I can swatch them, then I can play with them after the 30 days are up. Also new in round 3, I would like to encourage myself to have a no makeup day and to track that too. Yes, I'm trying to make progress, but I don't want to have that pressure of having to wear makeup every single day if I don't feel like it. I have not done that in a very long time, so even for me, knowing that tomorrow I won't be able to wear makeup, yeah, it's a bit of a, oh, but I really want to. And it's not the sort of, I don't want anyone to see me without makeup. I'm happy to do the school run without anything on. But it's that whole self-care thing that I've got. It's that daily ritual of sitting down, applying makeup, really enjoying the tactility of that, really enjoying how that feels on my skin, the brush strokes, using my fingers to apply maybe an eyeshadow topper or whatever. It's just a bit of a spa moment for me, and I really find it super calming and soothing. I'm a very sensitive person, so it can just sometimes get a little bit too much, and makeup definitely helps with that. And I find it exciting as well because there's that creative element to it as well. This year I'm finding myself more and more excited about decluttering and clearing my entire space. I go through phases like that periodically. I feel like it's always a thing, and definitely with decluttering and maintaining a home, that's a practice, isn't it? Because yes, more stuff does come in, especially if you've got children. Things come in, and if you've got a hobby and you're creative, I've really worked out what the things are that are cluttering my home, and I would consider myself a very organized and tidy person generally. It hasn't always been like that. Maybe to a degree. Everything in my home has a space. It has somewhere to go and where it lives. But what I'm struggling with, and I know we're going off on a tangent here a little bit, but I see makeup as just this one example of a wider thing that's going on, clearly. I leave things out that are sort of reminders of, oh, this is a to-do, this is something that I still need to work on, a project. I'm also really good at buying something for, say, a DIY project at home, and then I've got the paint, but then I don't use it until more than 12 months later. It's that kind of thing. So, oh gosh, I'm just, yeah, I'm letting it all out today. Whoa. But basically through this challenge, and because makeup is obviously only a relatively small inventory in terms of everything that I have, I do want to also consider other areas of my home and my possessions within this 30-day period. And yeah, expect some different content coming your way. I'd love for you to watch it, to let me know what you're interested in seeing. Yeah, hopefully it sparks some inspiration in you to maybe look at your own, not just your own makeup collection, but maybe some other parts of your home as well. Or maybe you've got some really great advice for me, because I feel like I've always said, oh, decluttering is like kind of easy for me, unless it's makeup. I think that's not necessarily true. It can be, because when I was thinking, or when I was saying that, I was thinking of moments where I had reached a point where I was getting rid of so much stuff. And I can remember in the most recent sort of 10 years, 2 times where I did that. One was during COVID, and so that's been a while already. But this was a time where I just purged so much, and I wasn't worried about trying to sell it on eBay or Vinted anymore. It just became a sort of, I'm posting it on Buy Nothing groups, local ones, sharing it with neighbors, putting it in my hallway in our building, but also giving a lot to charity. And I've always been a little bit of an eco warrior. I try not to be super militant with it, because it is just impossible to be always really 100% great with how we recycle and how we get rid of waste. I don't think it's possible. I think it's just something that was ingrained in me from childhood onwards, the type of school I went to. We started thinking about that early on. And yeah, I always mention these things, you know, oh, I've got an empty here, now I'm going to recycle it. I want to encourage more people to do that as well. But at the same time, I don't want my channel to be a place where I'm being dogmatic with anything, or I'm trying to convince you to do it my way, because I don't want you to do that to me either. I am very much into freedom of choice, and you deciding what's right for you, and me doing that as well, and everyone does their little bit. And I think everyone has some kind of, you know, we can't help everyone and everything, but we can put our priorities somewhere. And we don't necessarily always have to talk about it, because another thing, and again, you know, going into the whole sensitivity thing, to me, makeup is escapism as well, and especially panning and panning content. I come here to relax. I don't want to watch videos where there's a lot of drama. It sounds so horrible. Even though I may agree with the reasons and the values, it's just a lot. And yeah, I literally can't go to sleep at night if I'm just thinking about how the world is going right now. I don't want to think about it. We need a bit of escapism sometimes. I just want to both experience and create a space of calm that, yeah, where we can just forget about these things, because we're just literally surrounded by them on a daily basis. Back to the makeup. I'm just really excited. I'm sort of slightly nervous as well, but I think I'm gonna start showing you what I've got in here now, because this is what you came here for. And yeah, I always put chapters in, so you've probably figured it out by now. You can absolutely move around in my video if you don't want to hear stuff. Okay, let's start here then, why not? Okay, so I'm putting in my Chanel concealer in B10. By the way, none of the products that I've put into this project or challenge are on my face today, because I just wanted one last time with the rest of my makeup. Okay, Chanel concealer. I'm going to show you cutaways, and then of course at the finale I'll let you know how many times I used the product and what the weight difference is. I'm also adding in my Lancome foundation here, and I am so close. I'm expecting this to be an empty, and I've got plans of what I would like to put in next. But again, maybe I'll try and hold off replacing the item that same day. We'll see how that goes. And I'll report on that. I tend to like do like a little grid. Oh, I might have one to show you from previous rounds. My older panning journal. Yeah, this is the one from 2024. So I just put it into, I start mid-month, 5 columns, 6 rows, 30 days, and then I tick them off day 1 to 30. And last year I did it kind of nicely where, yeah, here we go. So this is the one from last year, and I wrote into the, so say for example, day 6, I repressed a face powder. So if there's any kind of highlight that's going on, let me just shove this back here, then I would note that. Or here, what did I write? On day 9, I hit another pan in the same blusher. When I finish items, when I hit pan, etc., etc. And then I take notes of insights and revelations as I go along, and that's my favorite part to film because, yeah, the finale is always so much fun because that's like the juicy part. Okay, so I'll be doing that kind of thing again. You get the idea. Do check out my playlist. I've got a playlist for this, but yeah, anyway, it's rambly, just like most of my videos. Another face product. So yeah, brows went into the face category. This is a MAC single, this is a MAC single eyeshadow. I'm really close on this, but I'm nowhere near finished. It's been looking like this for the longest time. Yeah, not wearing this in my brows today. I tried a sort of dupe from my eyeshadow singles, a repress. So this is going in here. That's 3 products. Then I've got a fixing spray, Studio London. I might do some extra markings. This is from my 26 and 2026, but I'm just below that. Yeah, so I might do like some Sharpie lines instead. I've also got a primer here. This is the Collection Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish Complexion Boosting Primer and Illuminator. I only really use this for cleaning up fallout. Oh, fantastic, my mascara. I think that's gone, maybe. I can use it as an all-over face primer too though, but obviously it's glowy. The reason I've got the setting spray in here is because I think it can do both. I can use it as a primer or as a setting mist. And then I've also got a concocted face powder that I'm really close on. And it's not Alverde actually. This is an Essence face powder trio, but it's very colourful. It's pink, purple and peach. And then I made it more neutral with Revolution eyeshadows. This is in my 2+ Years project pan to finish right now. And yeah, I think I'll be able to finish it within those 30 days and maybe even replace it. Let's move on to cheek products. I've got a cream blush and a bronzer and a highlighter. So I'm going to start with a cream blush. This is the H&M Do It All Stick in Rose Coral. I have got this much of it here. I'm convinced I can't finish this in 30 days, but I can make some really nice progress. And that's the plan because this is an item I would like to finish by the end of the year. I've also got a highlighter in here, Physicians Formula Rosé All Day Set and Glow. It's a setting powder, very shimmery one though. But yeah, it looks super pretty as a highlighter. The H&M cream blush is matte, so I can pair them together. But I tend to wear this every day to tidy up my crease a little bit and as a brow bone highlight. Staple item, and maybe I can hit pan in it. I'm not actively trying. If I focused on a specific area, maybe I'll hit pan. I don't think I'm gonna force it. That might be a good one to keep if I ever need like a hit a pan prompt product for deco panning, for example. Cheek product, okay, final cheek product is my blush bronzer, and this is another concocted item that I've just really been neglecting. I get sort of like, say around a dozen uses a month these days, but I would like to finish it. I've been trying for so long. This is Sisley and Bare Minerals mixed together. I'd really like to make good progress with this. It's very pigmented, so I don't need a lot of it. I don't expect to finish it. If it was a different formula, I think I could, but yeah, not with this. And this is in my BYOP, which I'll show you in a little bit. Now I'm going to show you lip products. I've got 5 lip products. I'm going to start with a lip balm here. And this is the Fenty Skin Luxe Balm in Cherry. Yeah. It's really lovely. It's never been in a project, maybe for a few uses here and there, maybe Clue. It moves really fast. I got it for Christmas. And it's already between the word Fenty and skin, and that's without me even trying. And this is not my daily use lip balm that I've got in my bathroom. It's a lip balm that's in my everyday makeup drawer. The order that I do my makeup in is I start with priming, then eyes, then foundation, cheeks, and in between that, my lips feel really dry, so that's what I tend to use, and then my lips are sort of primed and prepped before I put my actual lipstick on, lipsticks. Because yeah, 4 of those. I wear all of these 4 lip products together and I think that's really helpful, but I don't have to wear all 4 of them. This one works really well on its own. This is the Revolution Velvet Kiss Lip Crayon in Decadence. I've also been trying to pan this for the longest time. This was in my 24 and 2024, then I ignored it last year, now I'm trying to finish it again. I think I can make really decent progress with this product. And yeah, so this works nice on its own, or it's the final step of this 4-part lip routine, maybe 5-part even. This is what I apply first, and it's a bullet lipstick by Mina called The Lipstick in 257. Very nice cool tone type of kind of matte, but still emollient formula. Really lovely, but it's just too cool toned on my lips. Doesn't look quite right. And then I use the Catrice Plumping Lip Liner in Queen Vibes as a lip liner. And look, there's barely anything left. I am certain that this will be an empty during the challenge. So yeah, I'll probably replace it then, or maybe I'll hold off a little bit. And then I put the Note Mineral Lip Gloss in Coraline on top. This is very warm, so it sort of matches everything and brings it down a bit in terms of the cool tone. And then here I'm adding a little bit more vibrancy and colour into it again when I put this one on top finally. So those are my lip products. I'm going to show you my nail products as well. No, I'll do those at the end and stick to, yeah, eyes next. Okay. Because I think the nail polishes kind of make more sense once you've seen the eyeshadows perhaps. Okay, anyway, if you're watching my Pan That Palette series, it should come as no surprise to you that I am including my main Pan That palette, and that is the Revolution Pro New Neutral Smoked Palette. Of course, I would like to make amazing progress on here. I have currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pans in here, and I would definitely like to hit more pans in here. That's the goal. And I've got a nice variety here of vibrancy, different types of textures, but also there's a lot of neutral stuff going on as well. And I've got 3 pressed glitters. Because my goal for my Pan That palette this year is to hit pan on everything and continue to use everything that has got pan on it as much as I can, minus the pressed glitters. I am ignoring Trigger here. I may use it, I may not. You will find out. But I still need to hit pan on Smite and Ignite, these other 2 pressed glitters. And that's where you're going to see the nail polishes that I've selected. They're all nail polishes that I know work really well with these as glitter toppers. So more pans, hopefully, definitely, fingers crossed. And definitely some pan expansions as well. And then finally, this is what I'm most excited about, my BYOP. So I have made some changes, and out of what you would have seen in my Pan That palette updates, I've only kept in 5 shadows. One you've already seen because it's the bronzer. So 4 eyeshadows have remained, and the rest I have swapped out. So here is my Build Your Own palette for my challenge. I am very excited about it. So you can see there's a lot of color here, colors that I find are missing from over here. And then also there are some neutrals, and there are also 4 shadows that have already got pan. And I would like to challenge myself to definitely expand those pans as well, because I think that's so satisfying, because there are 2 shadows in here that I'm officially trying to finish this year. This one here and this one here. And then this one has got pan, even though it's very hard to spot in this lighting. And this one is just so low. It's a repress already. It dropped out. It's a Natasha Denona Ayana shadow, Glam Green. I think this could be another candidate just to maybe empty as well during this year and make some really, really nice progress or head start on this during this challenge. I'm just going to quickly go through the shadows one by one so you know what we've got. So this bottom row here, these 2 matte shadows here are Glaminatrix. I don't know what palette they're from. I got the Sugar and Spice palette from Ruth, but she customized it. And these 2 are not from the Sugar and Spice palette, so I don't know what one or which ones they belong to. I think they help for, especially as an outer corner, for these more pinky tones. And then the peach I thought might be used for, again, for what I've got going on there. And I was also thinking with Octane, here where my pinky finger is, if I need a matte to do a more sort of orangey look. And I like orange and pink together as well. I think it's just pretty and summery in spring. So if we're getting some really hot days, because this is, you know, I'm starting this in mid-April until mid-May, we may get the odd random total summer vibe day. Yeah, that could happen. Okay, moving on. This one is a depotted Urban Decay. I needed an inner corner highlight. Yes, I've got that here with Deceive. That's this one in the corner, but it's got a purple flip to it. So that's really nice as a topper shadow, actually, and doesn't always work as an inner corner highlight. So I needed something a bit more neutral. My pink roll, this one is a depotted XX Revolution shadow. I don't need to lift that up to see because it's the Sugar Baby palette. They don't have shade names, so yes, the pink one, very nice fuchsia, sort of cool tone pink. I think it's useful to have a matte pink because I'm hoping to wear a lot of pink looks. This one is a depotted Kiko. I've just hit pan in this. I haven't used this palette since I updated my Panna palette, BYOP. And this is from the Romance palette. I've just repressed that. It's a dry repress because this is a very squishy emollient type of shadow and it's called Amour. I really enjoy this type of shadow all over my lid. So yeah, I think some more grungy looks are super pretty when it's hot outside, actually. I think that can look really nice, especially in the evening. Yeah, like a garden party or something. Okay. I've explained those 3. Okay, this green one is a depotted Revolution shadow from the Chilled palette called Candyland. I thought a green might be nice, and that might also work really well together with Aroma, this teal colored matte here, and I can use that in the outer corner and then the green shimmer as an all over lid shade. Yeah. Okay. These 2 are Natasha Denona Ayana. This one's called Crease, and yeah, that's exactly how I use it. And I wanted a more, slightly more neutral, cool tone, even matte, which I don't really have in here. The mattes in here, right at the top, you can see they're definitely more on the warmer side. So yeah, this often works really nice. And then this is just a super pretty silvery green, like it. This one is Exhale, also from the Chilled palette by Revolution. I am now, as voted by you, trying to finish it in my 26 and 2026 project pan for the letter E, because I'm doing it Beauty A to Z style. And then this one is also a recent repress. It's a Franken, I'm sorry, XX Revolution, Sugar Baby, and Catrice Tropic Exotic. And this is so pretty, and I can't pick it up. The camera doesn't pick it up, but there are purple shimmers in here. The Sugar Baby palette is a purple palette, or was, because I don't have it anymore. And then I put a Rose Gold by Catrice in there that was very, very oily, like silky even. Whereas the Sugar Baby palette was very prone to hard pan. So I'm hoping this works. I haven't really tried this yet, but I'm excited about this type of shadow. I already switched everything off, including my candles, but I just saw I forgot 2 eye products. So My only eye base is going to be this shadow stick here by Sephora, and this is the 12-hour Colorful Shadow Stick and Liner, waterproof in Fawn Shimmer. And I've used it a couple of times, but it's still new, so this is it all the way rolled down. I'm not expecting to finish it, but I've only got 3 sort of eyeshadow bases at the minute. I've got a purple one and then a neutral one, but I just wanted something a little bit more exciting, and this is the safest one for me that I know I'm gonna love for 30 days, and it's gonna work with everything. And I don't mind, I don't really wear matte looks, and if I do, I want there to be a slightly shimmery base, yeah. And then of course, a mascara. I'm gonna track my uses on here, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see the weight difference. Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. This is out of the ones that I've got open right now. This is the oldest, and I think I might declutter it at the end of this challenge because it's been, I want to say 5 months at this point, but I can double check that in my spreadsheet. Also, my nail polish is here, so this is scary to me, but I think I can do it. I'm going to start over here. I am pulling in this H&M nail polish here in Spanish Bluebell. This looks super, super nice with that rusty pressed glitter on top. Really like that combo. This is a concocted nail polish. This is my favorite color. So it's just in this Model's Own bottle, and it's a fuchsia pink. And then I've got this neutral color here as well. This is a Kiko nail polish, although I think I've topped it up here and there to stretch it out a bit more with very similar colors. I think this would be good because I've got an almost dupe for it in my collection, and if I can make really good progress on here, I might be able to consolidate them, therefore reduce my polish collection, which is a goal as well. And this works with a lot of things as well in terms of outfits that I'm wearing, and yeah, I might try this with a gold glitter on top. And I've also got an eye pencil here, and this is by Trend It Up, and it's the 2-in-1 Line and Define Gel Kajal and Eyeliner, waterproof, in 050. So it's a slightly shimmery, dark purple. And I am ever so close on having this done. So again, this will definitely be an empty. And then I'm going to replace it with my only other eye pencil that I've got right now. I think I've got everything covered in terms of what I can do. It was very important to me to be done with this challenge before my birthday, which is later in May. And I'm still Taurus though. At some point you just have to kind of pull the trigger and say, all right, that's it, now I'm doing this. And it's been over a year. Last year, I want to say I did this in February. Do I still have that page open? I can tell you. In March. I started on the 6th of March and it went until the 4th of April. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's everything. What a long video. The next video is going to be even longer. Next video for this challenge, I should say. My finale. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really, really excited about this challenge. If you can't tell, if you would like to join me, let me know. I'd love to cheer you on if you're updating that anywhere, whether that's in my comments or on your own YouTube channel or anywhere else on social media. I'm only really a little bit on Instagram, but I find Instagram very overwhelming. So it used to be my favorite platform, but then YouTube has got my heart. I've got like a timer on Instagram and I'm very strict with that. It shuts down after a certain amount of minutes every day, and I don't go on it every day either, which I'm very happy about. But I would totally come on Instagram for you if you're doing some kind of 30-day makeup bag challenge for yourself and you want to update that somewhere. I'd love to cheer you on. thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I really hope you're going to subscribe and follow along and stay with me on this journey. And I also hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.